Hey, I'm BJ from RidersWholesale.com. I've got our little utility ATV here. We offer this ATV in an automatic version as well as a version that's got forward and reverse in it. This one has the forward and reverse. It's one of the best little starter ATVs there is out there on the market, entry-level ATV. If you want something a little better than this, I suggest looking at the Limhi. But this right here, you're not going to get any other type of entry-level ATV that's built just like this one. I'm going to show you all the neat features about it. As you can see up here on the front racks of this ATV, if you look at the welds, everything is really nice and neat. No bad welds. Everything is powder coated, nice and smooth. You can just tell there's a lot of quality to this bike. Another feature on it is if you look here at these gold bolts, most of the manufacturers out there today use just a regular silver bolt. This is like a grade 8 US bolt, and we use a good lock nut throughout this bike. That's one of the things that we found over the years that's really important about these entry-level bikes. Everybody complained about the nuts and bolts. We're putting really good nuts and bolts in them. Up here, your front suspension too is built really strong. As you can see, nothing's going to break on you. This is built to last for a really long time, and you have a drum brake up here in the front. Back here in the back of our little ATV, what makes it really unique is if you just take a good look at the swing arm here, it's built out of tubular steel, real strong. The welds are nice and neat on everything back here. Another thing that's really important is up here on the frame, we use a real thick gusset here that's cast to hold our swing arm, and we really gusset it and tie it into the frame to where you're not going to have no breakage there. And back here on the axle, we use a real heavy duty axle with a disc brake back here in the back. This is a chain drive unit, and you got a nice little chain guard here too as well. Up here on the handlebar of our unit, we've got a brake up here with a safety lock to where you can park it. That's your safety brake. Up here on the handlebar, you got your throttle limiter screw. You can slow this bike down to where you can walk beside of it real briskly. And down here, you've got a foot brake too. Works really well for those little kids that can't hardly pull the brake up here, but they can use their leverage to push down on the brake to stop the bike. Over here in the side body of the little ATV, there's a place for a battery charger that we send with it to plug up. If you look on our site though, we sell a little battery charger for these. It's really unique. Mercedes-Benz uses them. There's a lot of high-end car companies that use the charger that we sell. I recommend buying you one of those, putting it on here to maintain your battery. Another thing is, on these batteries, sometimes they last, sometimes they don't. I also recommend getting a good USA-made battery and putting in it. You can buy one for $50, $60. That's the only thing you should have to do to this ATV besides change your oil. Then up here on this one, this is our reverse unit. You've got a reverse light in it right here, and you've got a neutral light in it over here on this side, so you can tell what gear you're in at all times. Your shifters over here on the side, you just simply shift it forwards and backwards to get it in and out of gear. Over here on this handlebar, you got a kill switch. If it's in the up position, the unit will not crank. You make sure that you've got it down in the down position for it to crank. Right here is your front headlight switch, high beam and low beam. You've got a big spotlight here, and then you've got two lights here in the body. This thing really puts out a lot of light where your child's going to be able to see. Right here is your starter button, and right here is your choke. Everything's nice and easy to start the bike. To start it, all you do is flip your key switch on like this, pull your brake in over here on this side, and choke it if you need to choke it, and just simply push the start button. As you can see, our little ATVs run really smooth. If you take care of this, it's something that's going to last you for a really long time. You'll be able to hand it down or resell it. And you got a real nice body. Everything is really nicely done on them. And remember, you've seen it here first. RidersWholesale.com. We get you where you want to go.